Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our desk side yoga. So obviously we'll be standing the whole time. There's no shavasana at the end, just because if there are people practicing from the office, I'm not going to get people to lay on the floor. So let's just start standing. Right? Just taking a few breaths here. You can place a hand on the belly and another hand on heart center if that serves you. And just begin to connect with the breath. Taking a moment here to notice how you're breathing. Notice how you're feeling. You can do a bit of a body scan. Start to notice all the different sensations in the body. Noticing places where you might be holding tension or tightness. Noticing where you might feel open and spacious. Noticing any differences between the left side and the right side. Even noticing where in the body you're breathing into. And then we'll start to connect some movement with breath. So you can take your arms out to your sides. And on your next inhale, sweeping arms up overhead. Exhale, start to twist to the right. Next inhale, unwind and reach the arms back up. And exhale to twist to the left. Inhale again, back through center. And on your exhale, just continue to twist from side to side. Just moving at your pace. Really focusing on the movement through the spine. And then finishing the round you're on. And then just returning back to center. We'll do 3 half sun salutations. So just standing in mountain pose, and just start to feel the weight through the legs and through the feet. On your next inhale, sweeping arms up overhead. And exhale, hinging at the hips, making your way into a forward fold. On your inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rising up to stand. Circle arms up overhead. And exhale, arms out to the sides. And we'll do that flow 2 more times. Inhale, reaching arms up. And exhale, diving forward. Coming into forward fold. Inhale and halfway lift and lengthen the spine. Exhale and fold again. Inhale to rise, circle arms up overhead. And exhale, arms out to the sides. One last time. Inhale and reach up. Exhale into forward fold. Inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale to fold again. Inhale, rising up.
Coming up to stand and reach the arms up. And exhale, arms out to the sides. Let's take the hands behind the head. Just interlace the hands. Widen across the chest and take the elbows out wide. Inhale here to lengthen. And then exhale, hinging forward. And just pause halfway. So you can bend into the knees slightly. Keep long through the spine. And keep widening across the chest. Just a couple of breaths here. And on an exhale, folding forward. Pause at the end. Next inhale, lifting up halfway. Again, keep the elbows out wide. Next inhale, lifting back up to stand, lifting the heart up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hinging forward. Again, let's pause here. You can have a bend in the knees if that feels better. Keep the elbows out to the sides. Next exhale, hinging and coming into your forward fold. Inhale to lift up halfway. And next inhale, rise back up to stand. And then exhale, release the arms. We'll do a little bit of movement into the shoulders. So standing tall, and again, let's start by interlacing the fingers behind the head. Start to pull the elbows out behind you. And standing nice and tall, find space through the spine. Can you take the elbows out just a little further, and then pin the elbows where they are, and start to extend the arms out. Really spread the fingers wide and extend out through the fingertips like you're shooting lasers out the fingers. Start to inner rotate the arms and sweep the arms out behind you. Bending into the elbows and just stack the hands onto the low back. Let's pull the elbows back. Hands are still on the low back. Lengthen the spine and see if you can just pull the elbows back a little further. Keeping the elbows where they are, start to lift the hands off the low back. And then extend the arms out. Outer rotate the arms. Right? Still extending out through the fingertips. Inhale and sweep the arms up overhead. Bending the elbows and set the hands behind the head once again. And let's do that again. Pull the elbows out behind you. Right? Really lift through the chest, keeping elbows where they are. Start to extend the arms out. Inner rotate the arms and sweep the arms down behind you. Bending into the elbows and stacking hands onto the low back. And if you can remember, maybe stacking the other hand first onto the low back. Holding here. Let's pull the elbows back behind us. Right, see if you can just pull them back just a little further. Keep the elbows where they are, and once again, lift the hands off the low back. Extend the arms towards straight. Right, extend through the fingertips. Outer rotate the arms. Sweeping arms up overhead. Bend into the elbows and interlace the fingers behind the head once again. And then just pausing here. Really lifting up through the chest. Keep the elbows out wide. Let's take another inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, hinging forward. can bend slightly in the knees and just pause here for a breath. And then exhale, coming into forward fold. And you can keep the hands interlaced behind the head. You can even use your thumbs to find those 2 points at the base of the skull. You can just take a moment here and just massage into those spots. And try to release the neck, let the head get heavy. And then release the arms. You can just take the hands behind the legs. Try to relax the belly. See if you can fold a little deeper. And then inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, coming back up to stand. Circle arms up overhead. And exhale, arms out to the sides. Again, just returning to mountain pose. Find your breath. What do you sense in this moment? And inhale, let's reach the arms out wide. And then sweep the right elbow underneath the left and bind the arms. You can take palms together, back of hands together, or you can hold on to opposite shoulders. And we're just going to do a stretch into the shoulders. So standing tall, lower the elbows down. And then on your next breath, just start to slide the arms up like you're sliding the arms along a wall. Start to feel a sensation of stretch across the back of the shoulders. On your exhale, lower back down. We'll do that 2 more times. On an inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, lower back down. Last one. Inhale. And exhale to lower. And then release the arms. You can give the arms a shake. You can make some circles in the shoulders. And then we'll go to the other side. So reach the arms out wide. And then sweeping the left elbow underneath the right. Again, binding arms, palms together, back of hands. We're holding on to opposite shoulders. And just lower the arms down to start. Inhale here, slide the arms up. Start to get that stretch across the back of the shoulders. And exhale to lower back down. 2 more times. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhale, let them lower. Last inhale here. And exhale, lower the arms. And then release the bind. And give the arms a bit of a shake. And we'll set up for chair. So standing with feet about hip distance. Inhale and reach the arms up. On your exhale, sit back into chair. And just pause here in chair. See if you can send the hips back a little further and sit a little lower. Lengthen through that spine. And then bending into the elbows, taking hands behind the head. And let's take a twist. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, unwind to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back to center. And let's do that one more time on each side. Breathing in to lengthen, and exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to center, and exhale, twist to the left. Unwind to center, and just pause here. Start to shift the weight into the left foot, and lift your right foot up off the mat. An option, you can take a series of small steps, or you can take one longer step, moving with control, stepping back into high lunge, holding here in your high lunge. Again, get long through that spine. Let's start to twist to the right, unwind through center, and twist to the left. Return to center once again. And on your next breath, step the right foot forward next to the left. Pressing both feet into the mat or floor. Inhale, coming up to stand, and release the arms. You can give the arms a bit of a shake, and we'll do that on the other side. Inhale, let's reach the arms up. And exhale, sit back into chair. And just pause here in chair. Let's keep the arms extended this time. And let's twist to the left, reach the arms out wide. Inhale through center, and exhale, twist to the right. Return to center, and twist again to the left. Inhale to unwind, and exhale, twisting to the right. Returning back to center. Let's keep the arms extended, shifting the weight into the right foot. Lift the left foot up. Again, option here, you can take a few smaller steps back. We're taking one longer step, coming into high lunge. Deep inhale here to lengthen. And exhale, let's twist to the right. Inhale through center. And exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, coming back to center. And next breath, step the left foot forward. Returning back into chair. Inhale, coming up to stand. And exhale, arms out to the sides. Again, you can give your arms a bit of a shake. And we'll start to add on to that flow. So just a few breaths in mountain pose. And next inhale, let's reach the arms up. And exhale, sit back into chair. Bending into the elbows and take the hands behind the head. Start to shift the weight into the left foot. Lift your right foot up off the mat or floor. Again, option to take a few smaller steps or one longer step back. Coming into high lunge. And just hold here in high lunge. Slowly start to bend into that right knee. And we'll just hover the knee and straighten that right leg once again. Let's do that 2 more times. Bending into that right knee and just hover. And let's straighten the leg. Last time. Slowly bending and just hover the leg. And take the leg back towards straight. Next, inhale, step the right foot forward. Coming into chair. And inhale, come up to stand. And exhale to release the arms. Again, just stand here in your mountain pose. Take a moment to pause. And inhale, let's circle the arms up overhead. Exhale, sit back into chair. Let's keep the arms extended this time. And again, shifting weight into the right foot. Lift the left foot up. Slowly start to extend the left leg back. A few smaller steps or one longer step back. Coming into high lunge. And just sink into your lunge. Start to bend into that left knee. And just hover the knee. Start to straighten the leg. 2 more times. Bending into that knee and just hover. Start to straighten. And bend the knee once again. Let's straighten the leg. And next breath, step that left foot forward. Coming into chair. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, arms out to the sides. Again, just take a moment here to pause. Noticing how you're breathing. Noticing how you're feeling. And then inhale, let's circle the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Finding your forward fold. Inhale and lift up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rising up. Reaching both arms up. And exhale, arms out to the sides. Inhale, circle arms up. And exhale, hinging forward. Finding forward fold. Inhale, lifting halfway and lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, pressing feet down into the floor, coming up to stand, reaching arms up overhead. And exhale, arms out to the sides. So again, we'll build onto our flow. So standing tall in our mountain pose. Let's reach the arms up overhead. Bending into the elbows, taking hands behind the head. Pull the elbows wide. Get long through the spine and start to sit back into chair. Shifting the weight into your left foot. Lift your right foot up. Flex that right foot and start to sweep the leg out to the side. Inner rotate that right leg so you start to kick the heel up towards the ceiling and sweep that right leg back. And just pause here for a moment. Start to extend your right leg towards straight and then slowly step back into your high lunge. Start to bend into that right knee and hover the knee. Straighten the leg and bend again to hover. Let's straighten once again. Bending into that knee and just hover that right knee. And let's straighten the leg. Hold here in high lunge for a moment. And then start to tip the torso forward. Start to lift up that right leg, but keep that left knee bent. Get long from the toes all the way through the crown of the head. And then flex the right foot. Start to bend into that right knee. Pull the heel towards the glutes. Straighten the leg. And bend the knee once again. Let's straighten. And just hold. Bend the knee and hold. And then slowly step that right foot next to the left. Coming into chair. Take a deep inhale and come up to stand. Release the arms. And just give the arms a bit of a shake. And then we'll go to the other side. So just standing tall. Let's take an inhale, reach the arms up overhead. On an exhale, sit back into chair. You can keep the arms extended, or if you prefer, you can bend the elbows and take the hands behind the head. Shifting weight into that right foot. Lift the left foot up. Keep that left foot flexed. Start to sweep the left leg out to the side. Inner rotate the leg. Start to kick the heel up and take the leg back behind you. And just pause here. Start to straighten that left leg. Step back into high lunge. Oh. Hold here in high lunge. Let's bend into that left knee and hover. Start to straighten the leg. 2 more times. Bend the knee and hover. Straighten the leg. Last time, bend and just hover here. Take the leg back towards straight. Start to tip the torso forward. And then slowly lift the left leg up. Still bent in the right leg. Get long from the toes out through to the fingertips. And then flex the foot. Start to bend into that left knee. And let's straighten the leg. And bend once again. And straighten. And let's bend and hold. And then straighten and hold. And then step the left foot forward next to the right. Coming into chair. Inhale, coming up to stand. And exhale, arms out to the sides. Again, take a moment here to pause. Finding your breath. Noticing how you're breathing. Noticing how you're feeling in this moment. And then inhale here and circle the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinging forward. Coming into forward fold. You can hold on to opposite elbows or interlace hands behind the head, or you can hug around the knees. And just taking a moment here. You can sway a little from side to side and allow the spine to lengthen a little more. Relax the neck and just let that head get heavy. And then release the arms. Next inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise up to stand. Circle arms up overhead. And exhale, arms out to the sides. Inhale, reaching both arms up. Exhale, hinging forward. Coming back into forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Get long through that spine. And exhale to fold. Inhale, back up to stand. Circle arms up overhead. And exhale, arms out to the sides. And one last time with that flow. So getting ready for chair. Inhale, let's reach our arms up overhead. Bending into the elbows and take the hands behind the head. Start to sit back, find your chair. Get long through the spine and lift the heart up. Shift the weight into the left foot and lift your right foot up off the mat. Start to sweep the right leg out to the side. And then inner rotate the right leg, start to kick the heel up and take the leg out behind you. And just pause here. Keep flexing through that right foot. Start to straighten the leg and hold. Let's bend the knee, pull the heel towards us and straighten. And bend the knee, take that heel towards the glute and straighten the leg. Last time, let's bend and straighten. And then just tip a little bit further forward and step the left foot or right foot back, coming into high lunge. Pivot onto the sole of the right foot and open up towards a warrior two. You can keep the hands behind the head and just start to tip the right elbow towards the thigh and rise back up. And then leaning forward, taking that left elbow towards the left thigh. Rise back up. Start to tip back once again. Returning towards your warrior two shape. And start to lean forward once again. Rising back up. And just pause here in your warrior two. Start to straighten that left leg and start to hinge forward. Just coming in towards a triangle. Inhale, rise back up. Bend back into that left knee. Start to turn forward and lift that right heel up. And next breath, let's step the right foot next to the left, coming into chair. Press the feet down into the floor, come up to stand. Even lift the heart up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, release the arms. And just give the arms a bit of a shake. And we'll do that same thing on the other side. On an inhale, let's reach the arms up overhead. Bend the elbows, interlace the hands behind the head. Even see if you can interlace the fingers the other way. On your next breath, sit back, find your chair. Again, lengthen through that spine, sit the hips back. Let's shift the weight into the right foot. Lift the left foot up. Flex the left foot and start to sweep the leg out to the side. Start to inner rotate that left leg and kick the heel up. And then take the leg out behind you. Foot is flexed, knee is bent. Start to extend the leg towards straight. And then bend back into the knee. Pull the heel in towards the glute. Let's straighten again. And bend. Straighten one more time. Bend into that knee and hold here. Extend the leg towards straight and just tip forward just a little more. And then step that left foot back, coming into high lunge. Pivot onto the sole of that left foot.
Coming in towards a warrior two. Start to tip the left elbow back towards the back leg. And then rise up through center, tipping forward. Take that right elbow towards the right thigh. Rise back up. And let's tip back once again. Rising up through center. Taking that right elbow towards the right leg. And return back towards your warrior two shape. Start to straighten into that right leg. Start to hinge forward and tip that right elbow towards the right leg, just coming into a modified triangle. Get long through the spine and widen across the chest. Inhale, rise back up. Bend back into the right knee. Start to turn forward and lift the left heel up. And next breath, step the left foot forward next to the right. Coming into chair. Pressing the feet down into the floor. Inhale, come up to stand. And release the arms. And just give the arms a bit of a shake. Again, take a moment to pause. How are you breathing here? How are you feeling? What do you notice? And what do you sense? And on your next inhale, circle the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge forward. Coming into forward fold. Again, you can hold on to opposite elbows here, interlace hands behind the head, or hug around the knees. Just sway a little from side to side. Right? Relax the belly, get long through the spine. And then back to center. You can release the arms. On an inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale to fold. And inhale, rising up to stand. Reaching both arms up overhead. Exhale, arms out to the sides. Let's take a deep inhale here and just reach both arms up. Lower the right hand onto the right thigh. Really extend out through the left fingertips and take a side bend here. Extend out through those left fingertips. Even breathe a little bit more into those left ribs. Tip the torso back slightly and lift the heart up. Inhale back to center, reaching both arms up. And then lower the left hand down to the side. Another inhale here, really extend out through those right fingertips and take a side bend on the other side. Again, you can tip the torso back slightly, lift up through the heart. And then inhale, reaching both arms up. And exhale, arms out to the sides. And let's take a slightly wider stance. And we'll interlace the hands behind the head. Once again, elbows out wide. I'm just going to take a wide-legged forward fold, or wide-ish leg stance. Inhale here and lengthen. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Bend the knees and just pause here halfway. And then on your next exhale, coming into a fold. And just take a few breaths here.
And then pressing the feet down into the floor. On your next inhale, lifting up halfway and pause. And on your next inhale, to rise all the way back up to stand. And then release the arms. Take another breath here. And let's slowly start to twist to the right. And just breathing here. Just noticing the rotation in the spine. Start to tuck your chin towards the chest. And then slowly roll the shoulders forward. And we're just going to follow the right leg. So we're just taking this side bend here, or fold. You can hold on to the right leg if that feels good. Or you can let the arms dangle. And just a few breaths at the end to pause. Take a moment here. And then coming up the same way. So we're still twisting towards the right, slowly rolling all the way back up. Shoulders and head will be the last to come up. And then unwind, coming back to center. Take a breath here. And then let's twist to the left. And then tuck the chin towards the chest. And slowly follow that left leg as you roll all the way down. Again, you can hold the leg or just let the arms dangle. And then slowly rolling all the way back up. Again, shoulders and head will be last to come up. And turning back to center. You can step the feet either hip distance or feet together. Just take a moment here to pause. Again, you can rest a hand onto the belly and another hand onto the heart. You could do a bit of a body scan here. And just noticing how you're breathing, noticing how you're feeling. Noticing those places of tension and tightness. Has anything changed from when you first started your practice? And then release the arms. And thank you so much for joining today. It's always an honor and such a joy to be a part of this practice. And sending gratitude